So welcome to Module 1. Now this will be your first step towards gaining an in-depth understanding of artificial intelligence. Now it's exciting, isn't it? Whether you're just beginning to learn about AI or you have experience in some application of AI. The lessons taught in this course will help you to accelerate your understanding. And in this first module, we'll start off with digital literacy. Now, we live in a digital world where computer skills allow us to learn new information, to stay connected with loved ones, and create opportunities for career advancement. So you'll explore the fundamentals of working with operating systems, applications, and productivity tools such as Microsoft Word, Excel, and you'll learn to confidently navigate the online world as you complete this first module. So we'll deal with the parts of a computer, what makes up a computer, different online productivity tools, and use the internet safely and responsibly. We have specific course learning outcomes that we will cover and assess throughout this course. We've also got program learning outcome that will be addressed in this course. In this first lesson or module, you'll be able to describe digital literacy. And I've broken down the course into a time map for each of the overviews, or each of the lessons, I should say. So if we go in, you can see roughly it's just over 2 hours for this review and practice portion. And then you'll have about 5 hours of graded activities. Now this quiz is tied to some LinkedIn learning resources, which will take you approximately 4 hours to go through the short little video snippets. You go through those at your own pace, video by video. So for each module, we've got a time map. We've got supplemental lectures on top of this one that will be up here once it's completed and posted. You've got reading, which when we click on that, that'll take us to O'Reilly. Initially, we have a free version available to you, digital version, and you don't only have access to this one, but you've also got access to other titles through O'Reilly, as long as we have this subscription. So, we come back, we've got a variety of different resources on a resources page. Review each one of these. Here's what's digital literacy, why is it important, why digital literacy skills are important for you as students. And then here are the 3 individual links to LinkedIn Learning. Now, LinkedIn Learning is not something that the institution provides for you at this point. So the links that I've provided you will allow us access to free resources, and each one of the ones, here's the first ones for example, and they encourage you to sign in, but we don't need to sign in. We don't need to start a free trial. We can go through and we can watch any of these videos as many times as we want. I'll go through and watch all of the videos associated with each of these 3 courses. The first one's just shy of 2 hours, just over an hour, just shy of an hour. So there, when I said looking at about 4 hours, that's where that time frame's coming from. Once you've gone through those 3 videos, become comfortable with the content within those, I should say 3 videos, 3 micro courses, and the videos that are within them, you'll be prepared for quiz 1. You can take quiz 1 as many times as you like until the due date. So if you take it and you fell short, go back to the videos that corresponded with whatever questions you weren't successful on, and then go back and attempt it again. Now, we've got a variety of different resources. After the first semester, you'll have tips, tricks, and insights available to you. And this is tied to the reflection that you'll do at the end of each lesson or module. Now, I'm going to jump down and talk about that so that the tips, tricks, and insights make sense. So, at the end of each one, you've got 8 questions. What did you learn from this module you feel is most important to your future and your career, and how will you use it? There is no wrong answer. This is all about you, your perception, your pathway in life, what have you. How smoothly did this module go for you? Would you have problems with? Any difficulties? Let the instructor know. And at the end of each module, the instructor gets an in-depth report showing each student's submissions, everything's tabulated, and when we get down to questions like question 5, how difficult was this module for you on a scale of 1 to 5? Based on your responses and those of other students in the course, we can tabulate those responses and come up with an average difficulty based on your experience. Approximate amount of time it took you to complete this module. From there, and then any time management tips, tricks, and insights you can share with others. Now, with all of this data, we'll then be able to go in and build out this tips, tricks, and insights page. It says I don't have access to it yet because I haven't shared it out. But in there, ultimately, once the first semester is over with, we'll have data tabulated to where we've got an average amount of time, difficulty, things to help you prepare for Module 1, insights. So look at this reflection as your contribution to those that are coming behind you. And the better you do to prepare them makes for a great community. Now, the better that you've done for them, it makes their experience better. The better they do, it'll make those that follow them's experience even better. This course is constantly updated and improved, and these reflections help us to do that. We've got a discussion here in Module 1, and this discussion has an expectation that you will make a main post and at least 2 response posts to other students. Now, these need to be substantive posts, not, I really like what you said, Jim. Great job. That may make Jim feel great, but that doesn't add substance to the conversation. What we're looking for here is discuss topics from this lesson. Maybe a problem you had, something you found that helped you understand things. Did you have a problem with an assignment? You can ask others for help. This is a discussion much like would take place in any classroom where you look over to the person sitting next to you and say, hey, I'm not clear on what they were talking about here. Can you help me out? So we can help each other out here, ask questions, provide resources to others, things that you found significant to help you along the way. Maybe a resource you found that you'd like to share with others. Now, in this first lesson, if you didn't have a question, something to bring to the table, you could start off with something like, here's an option. What is AI and why is it being presented as being so important? It's one of the big things that we're initially talking about in this course. What is digital literacy? Why is digital literacy so important? Talk about whatever will bring substance to the discussion and help build a conversation within the class. So, with that said, the last thing that we've got is this quiz. Now, as I said, there's a quiz that's tied to LinkedIn Learning and the free content that I have linked here. There's no need to log in or create an account or start a free trial to view the videos. Now, there are a number of videos for each one of these courses. You need to go through all of them because, as soon as you skip one, that'll be the one video that you get hit with a question on. So don't overlook any of the videos. And if you need, you've got 60 minutes to go knock it out. It's only 25 questions. And take care of the questions, answer them, get through it, and then come back, should you need to, and take it over again. And this will help us measure that CAI1001 Part A. We're describing digital literacy. Okay? So, with that said, we're dealing with digital literacy and what is digital literacy. Now, I talked about it as we're so tied to data, we're so tied to digital devices. Most of you carry a cell phone with you or a mobile device every day. Some folks can't eat without one sitting next to them, directly tethered to it. A lot of people have medical devices, digital devices that need to be attached to them so that their medical condition is monitored. All of these things play a role in digital literacy, understanding how data is integrated into our day-to-day lives. So as you go through and complete the tasks associated with this first module, we're going to move forward, and I'm going to jump back into our book here, and we talk about what is AI and how long has AI been around. And many of you may not realize that AI has been around for about 70 years, give or take. I think 70 years. We didn't have cell phones back then. No, we didn't. And many folks didn't even have a television back then. But the concept of AI existed back then. And when we look at AI and we look at how data has played a role in what we do in business and our personal lives, a lot has changed in those 70 years. So as you go through and read this first chapter, you're going to get insights into how things have changed. What are the different mechanisms that come into play when we're talking about this digital divide or digital literacy? Okay. So, with that said, go through, read what we've got here. This isn't going to be a lecture to where I read the book to you. And then once you've completed this, go step by step through the rest of the tasks. Okay? We'll see you in lesson 2.